After watching the FNAF movie 2, and I was gonna say eating too much popcorn, but there's no such thing as too much popcorn. Anyway, FNAF 2. I liked it. I thought it was good. It had some great horror, great character designs, and some nice references, but some of the plot felt a bit messy, some characters I don't think were utilized to the best of their ability, and some parts just feel a bit too goofy. But at least that should make for a pretty interesting review. So yeah, I'll just start with some things that I liked about it. It definitely felt creepier. There was a lot of jump scares, and hey, a criticism with the first movie was that there weren't too many jump scares, so at least you can tell they're taking some of the feedback. But I felt like most of the jump scares worked, and not many of them were just like super cheap. I liked seeing things like Mike actually play FNAF 2, because that was another thing that with the first movie, they don't really play FNAF 1, and like, sure, he doesn't play it for 5 nights and survive from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. each time, but like, it's there, you know, you can see what they're going for, and you know, it follows how the game works. You know, the withered animatronics are all pretty dumb to get fooled by the Freddy mask, except Foxy, and Balloon Boy is just as much of a little shit as he always is. References were very nice. I really can't believe they added the beatbox meme in there, but that is fucking awesome. And it was nice to see YouTuber Cameo still in it, you know, appreciating the fact that this movie would not be at all possible if it weren't for the people supporting the games over the years. Trust, we'll get Markiplier in the 3rd movie, okay? We'll win eventually. And I like that they're getting Henry in there. Obviously he doesn't do that much yet, but I'm sure we'll get there soon, because they gave us a pretty decent idea of what the 3rd movie's gonna be like. And I know I said I wasn't the biggest fan of the character utilization, which I'll get back to that in a bit, but I think some of the characters did a great job. And just like with the first movie, I think there's a lot of things for fans to appreciate. Larger audience, probably not so much, but now I'll get into some things that I didn't really like about it. And yeah, the utilization of characters was probably my biggest complaint with it. While the withered animatronics were cool, they didn't really do that much. Withered Freddy and Withered Chica just kind of gave Mike like one scare, and that's about it. Withered Bonnie was on his way to getting out of one of the vents, and then he just kind of got the vent closed on him, and that was it. And I was kind of hoping when Foxy showed up he would flash the flashlight at him and make him back off or something, but no, he just kind of powered him off. And Michael was there, and he didn't really do anything. Obviously, he's still kind of trying to keep William's legacy going now that he's dead, and Vanessa is obviously doing the opposite to sort of create some tension between the two. But I don't know, he kind of like watches as a bunch of the people die who go in to investigate the place, and then once his plan gets foiled at the end of the movie, he just stays in the house the whole time, and then when he finally does run out, he just gets smacked in the face. And then I don't even know what happened to him after that. So I like that they're trying to add Michael in here, but I don't think it really worked. And I mean, I have to talk about the character voices. Toy Bonnie does not sound like MatPat.
My name is Bonnie. Can we be friends, Debbie?
I could have watched this movie not knowing that MatPat was the voice of Toy Bonnie before, and I would have had no idea. MatPat is technically a canonic character in the movie already, since he was in the first one. I just heard more of a Matt Patricia in Toy Bonnie's voice, you know. Now, the main scene I wanted to talk about that I felt was pretty goofy, Mr. Burn, Mr. Big old burn boy, I don't know what his name was. Like, yeah, him getting dragged through the window, like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. After that, though, I feel like his death is very dramatic and takes too long to get to the punchline, and it was kind of to the point where I was just waiting for him to die. Yeah, I think some things were just dragged out too long when they probably should not have been. And obviously, for the end of the movie. Also, when I went to the theater and got food, the nachos were like $15, but I can't afford this. What are you doing to me?